Well, when you see our next guest perform, you can't help but smile.
And that's not only because he is hilarious, but because he has one of the happiest faces around. And I'd say that's a pretty great compliment.
It's infectious. Welcome back to Omaha comedian Ryan Hamilton. Ryan, how are you?
And then he's, no smile,
I'm trying not to. I look like this all the time.
No, but that's how people recognize you, is by your smile.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're going to have a good day because of it.
Thank you.
We are.
Well, welcome back. Congrats on the Netflix special. That came out in August.
Yes.
And it's called
Happy Face.
Happy Face, yeah.
And the big guy here, so he's been sick, and he said he wasn't sleeping well. So what did you do?
No, I said at the beginning of the show, but I went to bed and I couldn't fall asleep. My wife fell asleep. I'm like flipping through the channels. Like, well, I'm going to catch Ryan Hamilton's Netflix. So I turned on the Netflix special, and then I end up watching the whole thing. It's about an hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, and then I couldn't get back to sleep because I was giggling in bed. And,
oh, no.
But it was fantastic.
I meant it to keep people awake. That was the point.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Well, thanks for watching.
So you're getting some good feedback on that?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been really good. Yeah, the response has been just so positive, and I'm just bowled over. It's been really fun. It's the biggest thing I've ever done, for certain. Yeah. And, you know, it's international, so it goes all over the world. It's an interesting thing to have, you know, that.
What does it take to put together a special like that? Is it, you know, the jokes that you've always kind of done, or your go-tos, or did you have to create all this new stuff?
I've been working on a lot of that material for years and years and years. I just took the best of, and I had the best hour that I could possibly have at that moment, and just that's what I tried to put together. So I hadn't ever released an album or a special before that, so that was, I had years of material that I kind of put right into that one special.
Well, I want to talk about one thing you bring up.
Okay.
Because I saw this post on social media from a friend of mine. She says, public service announcement, do not sign up for so-and-so gym here in Omaha. It's been a battle with them going on 4 months to cancel my contract with the gym. And you talk about that, canceling a gym membership.
It's really, you can't get out of gym memberships. I've walked off street gangs easier than canceling gym memberships.
Yeah, they say there's no catch, like you're going to be able to get out of this. Who wants to sit there and read a contract for the gym?
No, they say, he said there are two ways. You can either come in and cancel in person. No, it's not that one.
No,
I don't want to come in.
Yeah.
And, you know, or you, it just feels like this is such an outdated thing. Like, I didn't sign this contract during the Civil War. You know, we haven't been, I don't know how, they asked me to write a letter. I don't know how to write a letter. I was at home Googling, how do you write a letter?
So you got to fake your death to get out of this gym.
Exactly.
But it's so true. I don't know why it's like that for almost every gym out there. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, another thing I saw on your social media was that you recently opened up for Jerry Seinfeld in his last performance in New York.
Yeah, right. I don't know if it was his last one, but I did 3 performances with him in New York.
There you are.
Oh, there we are.
Cool. So then you're hanging out.
Where was this at?
This is at a pizza place that Jerry really likes, and that's George Shapiro and Kevin, his tour manager. And yeah, after the show, we go out and have pizza. It's really great.
What an opportunity.
Yeah.
This is no joke. I'm laying in bed last night, and I turned your special on, and my wife is sleeping. Well, all of a sudden, she goes, Jerry Seinfeld is funny, because she thought the voice on TV, which was you, she thought it was Jerry. I'm sure you've gotten that before, that you kind of sound like Jerry Seinfeld.
I get that occasionally. I get that occasionally. Jerry and I, we don't see it, but
have you talked about that with him?
You know, he's aware that people have said that, but you know, he and I were in the same genre of comedy, but we perform differently in our minds.
Yeah.
That's true.
So we really did our research on you. You grew up in a small potato farming community in Idaho.
Right. Yeah.
So did your family farm potatoes? And after growing up in a community like that, do you still eat potatoes, or are you sick of them?
We were one of the only families that weren't potato farmers, but my home is surrounded by potato fields.
Farms.
And yeah, I love potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't get burned out on potatoes.
Sure. I used to work in the potatoes. We would get out of school for 2 weeks every year to harvest potatoes. And everybody gets a job, and I would work in the potatoes, and I would make my money. I bought my first car on what we called our spud money.
Spud money?
Yeah. And yeah, that's what we did. So I would sit there on a conveyor belt, pull out the dirt clods, the rottens, and the vines all day long.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
And now you live in New York City.
I
Is that where you live?
What's that?
You're living in New York City.
Yes,
right?
I live in New York City. Yeah, I live in Midtown Manhattan in Hell's Kitchen. Very smooth transition.
I'm sure
you know?
it was. Yeah. The town of 1,000 to New York
Yeah,
City.
right.
Exactly.
Well, Ryan Hamilton's at the Funny Bone tonight. There's 2 shows, and then tomorrow 2 shows as well. Get your tickets as soon as possible. They're going quickly. FunnyBoneOmaha.com or call the Bone phone. It's not on the screen, but you can find it online.
All right. Well, thank you,
Thank
Ryan.
you.
Ryan,
I
good to see you, buddy.
appreciate it. Nice to see you
Yeah,
too.
get out
Good to
of
see you.
town before that snow comes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's coming
uh-huh.
soon. All right, this is National